Greetings survivors and friends, Shadow here as per, bringing you the very latest update to Rust, where this week we have launch sites, simple sites and wooden tights. But first, what's this here thing that crept in at the very last moment before the patch went live like a cat with a slightly guilty look on its face? It's only the flaming searchlight, isn't it? Didn't see that one coming, did you? Straight out of
CONCEPT LIMBO.
We have yet another device to add to the roster of new and exciting items that have graced our screens since the beginning of the year, and this one is particularly handy if you're either A, running a prison, or B, scared of being jumped by Batman during one of Rust's oh-so-dark nights. Currently costing a mere 1,000 wood and 500 metal frags each to craft. Actually, that's quite a lot, but to be honest, they are a ton of fun. All you have to do is pop some low grade in and turn them on. 3 fuel will give you about a minute's worth of illumination, by the way. To control one, just press E on the back, and you can then point it wherever you please. And as you can see, they work over quite a decent distance. This is only a quick and dirty version, and it will be getting a spit and polish next week to add some proper sound effects and maybe some extra functionality, such as being able to shoot them out like what you see in the movies and shiz. Nice! That new simple sight I showed you a bit of last week is in-game now, and so the marksman on a budget has no excuse to miss his targets anymore. Costing 6 high qual, it's apparently poorly made, but slightly better than iron sights. Well, at least you tried. Please note, although it gives you a clearer picture of your target, it does inhibit your zoom slightly, but give it a go and let me know what you think. The old driftwood disaster wooden armor is history this week, and the new sexy tailored barrel look is most definitely in. Here's the reworked wooden armor set, and it's still a 2-piece fortunately, unlike the bone armor. It doesn't do anything different or cost any more than before. The change is merely to appearance, and I must say it does look a ton better. There are some floating issues when wearing it next to your naked skin, if that's your thing, and although this is not the easiest to fix, a solution is being sought. There were a lot of complaints after the recent changes to field of view on weapon and tool view models, and in response this week it was reverted. Work does continue, however, to improve the overall feel and to stop them from looking quite so bouncy. Graphically, it was discovered that vegetation textures were not set up properly for anti-aliasing, and so they were still too jaggy when viewed at a distance. This is now fixed, and not only do they look better, but there are also performance gains in the region of texture bandwidth and cache utilization. Yay! Bloom smoothness was improved this week too for both low and high quality settings, as you can witness here, and there were a couple of fixes to farming, including a script issue that was preventing underwatered plants from changing colour to let you know how thirsty they are. In optimization this week, a couple of minor changes to code were made that improve server performance, but I'll let you read the details on that one if it's okay. And more culling work was undertaken to increase gains in parts of the world that don't need to be rendered because we can't see them. Meanwhile, over on the pre-release branch, there are some interesting goings-on. The zombies are still up to no good and like having meetings. Animals no longer walk through most things they shouldn't. Deer and boar will attack you if they feel like it, and bears and wolves will pretty much eat anything. When they're not sleeping, that is. That snoring is pure nightmare fuel though. Also, horses appear to be able to drift when turning at speed, which is interesting. Not sure yet whether this will be ready to merge as part of the forced wipe next week, but stay tuned and I shall let you know. Apart from that, tweaks to the way in-game music is played back, more new footsteps and better sounds for the wall spinner are all ongoing, and finally, we have a lot of new pictures of the incoming rocket launch site dungeon this week, and naturally, because you need a lot of room to launch a rocket, this thing is huge. The layout was a bit up in the air last week, but now we can see how it's split into 2 basic areas. Firstly, the launch pad itself, complete with an abandoned rocket, a series of bunkers, and a maze of tunnels underneath containing high-level loot, and plenty of death probably. Then we have the rocket factory site with a central industrial building, which will be filled with broken walkways and bits of old rocket to climb on, and outside this a series of office buildings, warehouses and silos that will provide both cover and sniping opportunities. I don't think it'll be anywhere near ready to blast off in next week's forced wiping, but what do you think? Are you looking forward to the launch? Let me know in the comments please. I do this every week, so subscribe, ring my bell and leave a like if you'd be so kind. Also come and join me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook and Steam if you get the time. I shall catch you all soon, but in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio.